Excuse you, sir.
Sounds about how this car looks.
Alright, so what's the plan for today, Mick?
The anatomy of a turd. So I think, as I do with most cars that I acquire or we acquire, usually tear into the interior first and just kind of see how bad it actually is. I like to pull the seats out, clean it up, just get the interior to a point where it's kind of okay to deal with, and then assess what needs to be replaced. As you guys have seen in all the videos, all of these moldings and things are completely just hammered out. So it's a good time to actually go through and just sort of make a mental note and a list of what we want to replace versus what can be cleaned up and reused. With the RX-7, I wasn't able to reuse much because the car sat outside with the windows down for so long. This car, a lot of the stuff can probably be cleaned up with some Meguiar's trim black or back to black, those sorts of things. So yeah, we'll assess it now, get all this stuff pulled out and take a look at it and get sort of the interior cleaned up to where it's livable.
What's up, Throttle fam? Don't fast forward yet. I know you guys are enjoying this video with Evan and Mickey crushing it on the VR-4 out in the garage. But just so you guys know, these videos and this content, the builds we're producing, none of it's possible without our sponsors. So we want to give a huge shout out and thank you to our sponsor, World of Warships today. And before you just cruise past this, just listen and hear about this game. Rick's been playing it for like 5 days non-stop. Incredible, so check it out. Fun fact about World of Warships, every ship takes roughly 6 months to create from scratch, from start to finish. Does that remind you guys of Project Car or Build? In the game, you command a massive naval fleet of some of the most iconic warships that are extremely accurate to the real thing, with over 7 million other people. That's insane. The game is a perfect mixture of action and strategy, and to get you started, we've got a ton of freebies to get you into the action. So using the code PLAYWARSHIPS2018, once again in the link description below, you'll get 250 doubloons, which are in the game gold, 1 million credits, which are used as currency, 3 days of premium so you can earn more XP and credits in every battle, a premium Campbelltown warship which has great torpedo range and damage, woo! And a port slot so you can increase your fleet capabilities. So guys, once again, these sponsors are awesome. They keep the content and the builds coming. So please click the link in the description, check it out, download it. Once again, the game is free to download and we'd really appreciate you supporting our sponsors who support us. All right guys, really appreciate it, and back to Mickey and Evan.
All right, so you get a little sidetracked or what?
You know, I feel bad because I talked shit about this gated shifter when I did my first impression, and the reality is it's actually pretty neat, and it's actually a really simple install, so I'm just gonna knock it out real quick.
So while Mickey's working on the shifter, I'm just gonna pull out everything that's like loose, like floor mats, if there's any change, anything like that, and then I'm gonna start unbolting these seats as well.
All right, let's play a game.
What?
The game I want to play is over under.
Okay.
Is there more than $1 in changing this car or less?
So I haven't seen any so far.
I haven't either.
I'm gonna say under, but you never know. Like underneath these seats.
I would say under as well, but since you said under, I'll go over.
All right, and the winner's gonna win 1,000 points.
I win a beer. How about that?
All right, that's a deal. Sounds good. Alright, I'll wait till Mickey gets off the phone to show this.
Whoa. Whoa. Dude, you're off to a good start. Or actually,
you're off to a good start. Well, I found 1 penny.
Whoa, that's... Hey, Grateful Dead.
Hey.
Does this come with some wacky tobacco?
Yeah, what else are you gonna find in this car? This is like this thing's probably worth some money.
A marble.
Whoa, I've never found a marble.
25, 35, 36, 37. Any more?
Ooh.
Oh. Halfway there, brother.
Yeah. Do you see these GTO pedals?
Yeah.
I wonder if they're real.
Nah.
No. All right, we'll take our earnings.
47 squint.
This is worth at least 200 bucks probably.
The medallion.
Put that there. The rest of this looks like it's trash. We'll get this all vacuumed up and then I'm gonna trade places with Mickey so I can do that side.
All right, so just test fitted the gated shifter. I should have known just by looking at the welds on this thing it was gonna be a pile of crap. And it is. So the good news is 3SX at Performance actually already sent us over a bushing kit for the stock shifter. So we're gonna go ahead and reinstall the stock shifter with all of these brass bushings on the 2 shifter cables. And then the 4, these are basically like a sandwich fit to replace the rubber bushings that are in the end of the shifter cable. So what's going to happen is you're going to get a much sturdier shift feel than you would with a rubber bushing. So we're going to go ahead and replace those 2 with these copper inserts, and then we have 4 aluminum sandwich adapters that actually go in the feet of the shifter mechanism, or the shifter plate itself. So these basically just get pressed in, and what that does is, again, when you shift the car, it removes the slop from the shifter assembly itself. So these are really nice parts for 50 bucks. It's a great upgrade.
All right, let's take this out of here. I'm just going to remove all these trunk panels and wipe them all down. Alright, so this is where we're at right now. I gave everything a nice wipe down. It's pretty clean in here. You know, obviously this is not a show car, but to be honest, it looks tremendously better. Everything is nice and clean, so I'm gonna go ahead and toss the spare tire back in. Some of the panels I have to vacuum, and we have to clean out and wipe down these panels really well. This is what Big Jeff is really good at. Well, this is what the rear end looks like now. Hey, nice meme. There's a couple stains here. We don't have really good carpet cleaner, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick some of that up. But if I can get those out, I mean, honestly, with the exception of a couple of these scratches here in those rear panels, this entire back section is pretty much mint. I wouldn't have any issue with this being my car. Really tidy under here now, so that's good. Now moving on to the rear seats. Now, Mickey mentioned the rear seats are pretty big, but that's your legroom there. So typically, I don't think anyone really sits in these. They've been folded down, so some of the leather's kind of creased, but I'm pretty sure if we leave that up, you know, we should be able to get that out of here, and those will be tightened up. There's a lot of dirt on this, so I've taken some interior cleaner and just spraying everything down. This will be kind of the first coat of stuff. I'm gonna scrub the seats down, and then we'll start to do some leather cleaning and some leather conditioning. I actually think these rear seats are gonna come out really good. And you can see here, they're pretty dirty, but when you take a nice microfiber cloth, give it a little bit of elbow grease, they actually clean up really good. So just for like a kind of comparison, here's a comparison shot, pretty dirty, and I'll show you guys what they look like after. The rear seat really cleaned up nice. So this one on the right, I spent a few minutes just cleaning. This one on the left did not.
Broke it.
What'd you break?
No, it's broke.
Oh, okay, so that vent is no good.
Find the center vent.
Okay. And then look at how crusty it is down there.
Yeah, but this is an idea of how good it's gonna come up. So this looked like that. And so with just a little bit of elbow grease like you did on the back seat, and a good rag and some Meguiar's black plastic restore, it'll come back. So that all looked like this, faded and nasty. All right, so it feels like a little bit of deja vu. Feels like we just got done doing this on my RX-7, and now we're back at it on the VR-4, trying to get this interior cleaned up a bit. This all these areas, as always, they collect crumbs and all the garbage that people bring into their cars, dirt, dust, everything. So we've got some Meguiar's interior detailer cleaner, and basically just using this on a Meguiar's rag to get the majority of the funk off, and then we'll go back with an interior restore and hit it again. Now, a lot of times this stuff just requires elbow grease and a good cleaner, and a lot of it will come right back. We're hoping that we can luck out with some of this interior. As you guys know, if you follow my RX-7 rebuild, interiors are very expensive, especially from 90s cars that have been subjected to the sun, or a lot of them are damaged. So a lot of people are replacing stuff. Makes it hard to get, and a bit of a kind of the thrill of the hunt to try to find the stuff, which I do enjoy, but after just going through it with my RX-7, I don't really want to have to do it again. But so we're gonna try to salvage as much as we can. So we'll go ahead and clean this up.
Oh, doctor. Oh, man. I do not know what those are.
These are crossovers for the, oh wow.
It's like a lunch tray.
Fish tanks.
It looks like a bomb or something.
So these are the crossovers for the, I'm guessing they've got, it's actually Infinity equipment, so it's actually nice stuff. But they've tapped into
What?
the wiring. They've run all their speaker wiring under to here, and then these segregate the sound in the separates in the door.
So the amp connects to this?
Normally these would be mounted in the door somewhere, but they probably didn't have room for them, so they just put them under the
So what do we got? Gingerbread cookies?
No, that's dog food.
Ugh. There's a lot of crap in here.
I'm getting a little concerned though, Ev.
With some cut wires and what is that?
Nintendo DS.
Oh, Calvin. Calvin. We found this for you.
Imagine babies.
Hey.
Alright, so 1 million years later, we have a clean interior. It's looking pretty minty in here. Pretty shocked with how clean it actually came for a couple hour wipe down. Pull the seats. Door cards are all cleaned up. And dash all wiped down. Everything's looking pretty minty for a 25-year-old car.
It's a 95?
Yeah, 23-year-old car. Not bad. Not bad. So Beckerman's gonna go ahead and toss the seats back in.
I think it turned out pretty good. I mean, it's not 100%. I think if we had like a really good steamer, we could get it. But I mean, I would be comfortable driving the car now, at least knowing that everything is clean. And we'll see. We'll put everything back in. I think a new set of floor mats will go a long way. and then we can make the decision if we want to replace the carpet too. So, but I think it's pretty good.
So one thing, the seats are definitely, they cleaned up pretty good. There's a bit of, it's kind of the shadow, but it's a little darker in the center section where your back would rest. But the bolsters are definitely destroyed. This one, you can see the main seat frame poking through the bolster, and the leathers just had it. So it's definitely seen better days. Not much we can do with that other than just clean them up, wipe them down, shine up the plastic parts, and come up with a game plan on how to either get the bolsters just reupholstered or just completely redo the seats altogether. So maybe you guys can leave us some comments. We're hoping that we can have a detailer come and potentially clean the carpets with a steam cleaner. We think that with the steam cleaner they'll actually come up almost to like new. So there's not any really bad stains in there. It was just like soda and just random dirt from shoes. So it all came up pretty easily with a brush and a vacuum. But with a proper steam cleaner, I think it'll get most of it. So we could actually salvage the carpet potentially, which is a really nice bonus. Believe it or not, I'd really rather not have to remove the carpet and all the interior pieces to get it out if we don't have to. If it's salvageable and cleanable, there's no mysterious odors in the car like my RX-7 had, so that's a good thing. That means that the carpet probably never really got wet, or those stains never really permeated the carpet too much. It was all just surface stains. So pretty pumped on that. It's definitely probably salvageable at this point. Seats, those are going to be a chore. So we actually like, now that the leather's cleaned up, we actually do like the color, the cream color of the leather on the car. So we'll probably go ahead and just decide to potentially rebuild the bolsters and rewrap those in a similar color leather. Maybe we'll do like a leather suede combo, not sure. We'll have to sit down and discuss that one. Maybe you guys can leave us some comments, let us know what you think.
Oh, they say you can't polish a turd, but we did a pretty decent job. Ugh.
It's a shiny turd.
It's a shiny turd. There's definitely some things that need to be replaced. Obviously, seats are bad. I think Mickey mentioned a bunch of this stuff. This little piece here we found out was broken. I don't like the looks of this. I don't know if we can restore that or if we need a new one. She sounds pretty mean. This is Mickey's first drive in the VR-4. First drive in any VR-4. Did you drive the other one?
Yeah, no, I didn't drive the other one.
The brakes pretty shit. Oh, just smoked them. What? You smell it?
The brakes are bad.
Yeah. Good thing we got a new set.
Oh, the brakes are bad. Like, might be metal on metal bad.
It could be.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Looking forward to going tomorrow to DNA Garage to build up the RX-7 engine. We'll be bringing you all the content from that, and also we have the paint going on the RX-7 very soon. So stay tuned, tons of RX-7 content coming up. Thank you guys for subscribing to our channel. Thank you for liking our content. Thank you for all of the wonderful comments that we get every day. You guys are the best. Throtl family, thank you. Peace out.